Okay. Hey guys, welcome to this live stream slash video. This is going to YouTube, so yeah, I'm very excited. Today we're going to watch this beautiful live stream right here. Not live stream, but a video. This video right here that Halo channel just released with a lot of new multiplayer footage. This is my first impression, so I'm very excited. Yeah, let's get started, guys. Okay. Have this. Okay, perfect. Okay, for industries, very cool. Okay, Needler.
Just the feeling of like being in a firefight and hearing the click of the gun, throwing it down, grabbing one off the wall.
My gunner's upside down and he's like laying in. I see kill assist, kill assist, kill assist.
Any pistol across any of the games. What
I may say that this
And
whole
he's like laying in. I
Warthog
see kill
things,
assist.
this remembers me a lot of Halo 3.
Throwing it
And this
down,
part right
grabbing
here,
one off the
I don't know
wall.
why it
My
remembers
gunner's
me
upside down
Warzone
and he's like
firefight.
laying in. I see kill assist, kill assist, kill assist.
any pistol across any of the games. Whatever gun allows me to feel the most like John Wick, I am there.
Cool, like the pistol,
Whatever gun
like had
allows
some
me to feel the
sick
most like John Wick,
improvements. Like, look at this. It's way better than one from
I
last
am
year.
there.
Remember how excited I was with like this big combat with vehicles going all over the place.
Halo means something different for everyone, right? I think that's what makes Halo great.
Oh, I'm so happy there's some Gravity Hammer stuff, some Spartans in the background. Ooh, Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Well, what is Halo multiplayer? And for me, it boils down to this tight arena-style combat and big team battle, this wide-open, vehicle-infused, your classic Halo combat experience and modernizing it in ways that'll feel fresh to old players and really exciting to new players.
And this is like the biggest dilemma that you're having to face right now. Because this is the thing. They have three different, very different audiences that they need to at least try to satisfy. Because this is the thing. They have the OG players that are a considerable amount of the fan base that had stuck with Halo even through the hard times. Have newer players that started playing with Halo Reach, Halo 5, even some in Halo 4. And then have the players that are going to start playing Halo with Halo Infinite. And those are like very different audiences. That's very difficult for 3 to satisfy them. Okay, this is the thing. Imagine if 3 does something that's identical to Halo 3. Let's suppose. People won't like it. In general, only the OG fans will really like it. Some people may like it, but in general, the new audiences won't be very satisfied. And a big part of the people who enjoyed Halo Reach 4 or 5 won't like it. So it won't be something that a lot of people will like. But at the same time, they can't do something completely Halo 5 style because all the OGs won't like it, and even some of the people who started playing with Reach 4 and 5 also may not like it. So they have to balance things out and at the same time makes things very attractive to new players. Because those new players need to first see something interesting in there, something familiar. So then they can, okay, let's start playing. And then they get into the Halo franchise. They need that hook to put them in. So this is a very difficult job that I think that 3 will greatly succeed in.
We're going to give you great ways to customize your Spartan, really make your super soldier your own, and we're kicking off a journey, an experience that's going to evolve month to month, season to season, year after year.
Okay, so yeah, also another very big part I forgot to mention yesterday. Halo Infinite is going to have seasons, like Halo MCC, and this is awesome. Like, I hope maybe if you have like the paid version, it will be like free the season pass. But if not, still fine. I'll probably still buy it. I'm addicted to Halo. What can I do, right? So yeah, but I really hope if you get the paid version, at least you can get like a discount in there. But again, we're not sure. Well, let's continue.
For me,
Lights.
working through this multiplayer of this game, and the toughest challenge I think was really about how do we respect the legacy of what came before us, but still build something that feels new.
We've tried to bring all these elements of legacy and really inject them into Halo Infinite, not just like in a way where you kind of won't notice it, where you feel like, oh, they really designed this to be a celebration of previous Halo, as well as an iteration of where Halo can go next.
Okay. This is important because I'm thinking, even I'm making a video about it. Because this is the thing, Halo Infinite. A lot of people thought about it after E3 2020. Because here's the thing, I think that E3 2020 really didn't represent the final product. I think that this represents it. It's a modern Halo. It's the next step in the direction that Halo is going. But at the same time, it's not only doing something new, but at the same time looking back and bringing the good elements of it. But again, a lot of people are just expecting Halo 3 again, or even some people who aren't expecting all those classic features. And like, it's a very difficult balancement, but in general, I think that this is just the next step for Halo.
The vision of Arena was all about a tight experience. It was all about
Like, that thing fires. Wait.
the
This
vision
thing
of
fires
Arena was all about
fast?
a tight experience. It was all about being fair. It was all about earning everything on the map.
Whoa. Is that aiming
All
down
about
the
a tight
sights?
experience. It was all about being fair. It was all about earning.
Yeah, it's aiming down the sights. Okay, this is also in the game. Okay, interesting. This is the thing. Aiming down the sights mostly isn't like something very common in Halo games. Halo 5 introduced it. I really hope they make somewhat of a better implementation, because this is the thing. The problem with aiming down the sights was you're not like literally like just aiming or literally like zooming in. So a lot of the like automatic weapons that weren't made to be precision weapons, like for example, the AR, for example, the SMG, mainly the SMG. The SMG, for example, was made to be a short-range weapon that you just carry with you around and boo, yeah. But it was basically a medium-range weapon in Halo 5 in the start before they made some balancing. Because you could just aim with it and shoot farther, and this was really a balancing issue that I hope they make it better
Everything
here.
on the map, earning everything, every kill you get.
Going back to like
Whoa, look at this assault rifle. Look at
It was
the
all about
lighting.
earning everything on the map, earning every.
Look at this lighting. It's way better than the one that was before. Like, the Halo Infinite one from last year really wasn't good. It was looking very cartoonish, but now that we look back and we see this, we really can see like what we weren't seeing.
Everything, every kill you get.
going back to like what is the core foundation.
I
of
really
what
liked like the effects, like when you shoot at the shields, you can see right here in his thumbs, like can see like the shields. I really like
made
this.
the great Halo multiplayer arena matches. Great. Halo, it's really about fair and balanced starts, so everybody's on equal footing when they come off the rip. And then once they start running around, it's about scavenging. It's about finding new toys and kind of developing your playstyle as you run through the match.
And this is an important thing. This is something that, in my opinion at least, George completely forgot with Halo 4. The biggest problem I had with Halo 4 is simply the fact that it didn't have what made Halo great. As they say here, it's simply, I always felt like Halo 4 didn't felt like Halo. Halo 5 did. Halo 5, I liked it. It was like more modern approach. It wasn't my favorite, but so I could have so a lot of fun with it. And if they just continue in that direction with the multiplayer, not the campaign was sucked, but the multiplayer, I would be fine with it. But here they're making even better by getting things that work with Halo 5, moving it forward with Halo Infinite, and getting what didn't work, like thrusters and all those things that really didn't contribute a lot, and took them out. Now Sprint, from what I noticed, is a little bit slower. That's good because vehicles now have a really exist. They're viable things, because this was a big problem with Halo 5. Sprint simply didn't made a lot of vehicles, especially like smaller ones that aren't that powerful. That the Warthog still made sense, like you had that big gun, but vehicles like the Mongoose, it really felt like, what's even the point? Because it can move, I know, a little bit slower, but still, it wasn't worth it. You will probably just get shot down. The extra speed that the Mongoose has didn't compensate of the fact that you couldn't shoot. And in general, I really like the approach that you're having to the mechanics.
What makes Halo feel like Halo? I feel like the answer to that question is the sandbox. Like, the sandbox is Halo.
When we set out to look at Halo Infinite from a high level and the direction of what it is, there's lots of exciting things there because we really wanted to push what are the things that are true to Halo, but what are the things that...
Wait, is that like the drop
There's
wall?
lots of exciting things
Like
there
it's
because we really wanted to
curved.
push what are the
Wow, strange, but still,
things that are
very
true to
cool.
Halo, but what are the things that fans haven't seen yet?
Equipment
yeah.
is back, but equipment is kind of has a bigger voice than ever before. We ask questions to ourselves of if you could go after a power weapon to get a bunch of kills, would you do that, or could you go and get grapple to make sure that you swing yourself to the other side of a map to back cap a stronghold? We saw it as like another avenue of not just skill expression, but tactics for teams to coordinate around.
The exciting combinatory nature of, this toy plus this toy and how those interact with objectives is super amazing.
Whoa, what was that?
This toy plus this toy and how those interact with objectives is
Wow, like, use this thing and like you
super
went up.
amazing.
Looking at how the power-ups play, like your classic power-ups like the overshield and the active camouflage. For this title, what we're looking at, what we're excited for, is you pick that up and you choose when you activate it. It goes into your inventory. If you haven't used it,
Oh, so like you can just catch an overshield, carry with you around, and when you see, oh, I am low, I need for example, to recharge my shields, or even like that guy has a power weapon, you can just use it. Oh, this is cool. This is cool because like it adds another layer to the multiplayer because the guy may just be carrying an overshield. But again, it takes a time. But still, even the guy just hides behind the drop wall and he may have an overshield. So this is very awesome.
and someone kills you in multiplayer, you drop that overshield, and then they can take it, use it for themselves.
In this case, for example, this
And someone kills you in multiplayer, you drop that overshield.
This guy is an example of what not to do when you have an overshield.
And they could take it.
Because he was low, he decided, oh, you know what? I'll try to use the overshield.
Use it for themselves. That
He
to me
does.
is very
And the overshield
legacy, but
falls
we
on the
took the
floor.
equipment side of it and modernized it.
This guy just used
When
it.
it comes to the vehicles, we went in and decided to invest a lot in the systems. When I take damage in my Warthog, my wheels can get blown off, my hood can get blown off. There's different aspects.
Whoa, how is this even moving? Like, really, it doesn't have one of the wheels. The thing is about to explode. Man, this should be like, boom, that
of the vehicle that
really should be
change
there.
how my vehicle handles now. And that's something that's brand new.
The other thing we added to that is like this doomsday mechanic. So when you hit this threshold, the vehicle catches fire, and it's very much, you've got a certain amount of health or a certain amount of time, and you gotta choose what you wanna do with the last minutes of this vehicle.
Oh,
We've got a cousin to the Warthog, which is the Razorback.
the Razorback is something I'm very excited
The
for.
back has this like
Wait,
multi-storage
what? Can you just
compartment that you can put a lot of stuff into. So if you wanna put like detached turrets, power weapons,
Wait, can you just walk around the turret, go in there, and whoa?
fusion coils, objectives, and that is what's really making the Razorback kick a lot of.
This Razorback thing, man, this is a serious competitor to the Warthog, like in utilities, because, and I really like it because it isn't a substitute, but at the same time, if we really look at it, it is as good as, if not better, than the Warthog. It does its own thing. It's more for storage, and if you have a bigger team, that's also going to be very useful now in big team battle, because you'll have like carry a lot of other players, so you can just carry like 6 players with you instead of only 3.
But an MP in campaign.
The levels define pace for the game, how frantic it is, and they define that iconic fantasy for players as they're entering that match. What do they want to do? What type of experience are they hoping to have? What kind of combat, what kind of dance floor is there available to have that combat in?
This is looking sick.
For me,
I may say, this is looking like the best multiplayer of any Halo game ever. Like, really, it feels like something new. As I said, like, it's new but familiar. And I really, really love to see this. I know some people may not like it. Some people may just want, I want Halo 3 again. Halo 3 was better. But again, I don't care. I really just want to see something new. And at the same time, it still felt like Halo. And this does it all, it seems. And Trip for 3, I think that this is the biggest thing. You can see now, for the first time in a long time, really, how they care about how Halo Infinite is doing. Because this thing, we knew that they cared, but we never really saw how they took the feedback. Like, it was implied. We could see in the gameplay that they changed. Now they learned what to do, especially now with Halo MCC and PC and all those stuff. But really right now I'm seeing just by seeing the employees talking about the game, you can see they have a passion for it and that they really really like it, and I'm really really happy to see this because it makes me less worried about the future of Halo and all those things.
TV is all about experiencing the full extent of the sandbox of Halo in just one match, right? Like you see the vehicles, the weapons, the equipment.
We really wanted to take that kind of concept.
Weapons, the equipment.
The purple armor coating. There it is. And you know the most exciting thing about it? Only the OGs will have it. Because this is the thing, they stopped making those cookies. I have one. I have mine personal, one that I bought like I forgot where. I got only one. I wasn't able to get the rest. It was like actually very late. At that point they were already stopping producing them, but I was able to get it. So like it'll be such a simple armor coating, but still like you'll remember, oh, so you're an OG, like you were there when you bought the cookies. Or you're just a millionaire and you bought them like for hundreds of dollars on eBay.
We really wanted to take that kind of concept, those feels you had, playing the
feels
previous games, and just turn the volume up. Vehicles are no longer just spawning.
Is that a banished Wraith? Man, I may say, I think that the way that the banished vehicles are designed, I wouldn't miss the Covenant ones. Like, it's cool and all, the Covenant art style, but we saw them on every Halo game. I like that they're different, but functionally they're basically the same, but visually they feel fresh.
Bases anymore. We have Pelicans delivering them, and we have a commander in your ear
telling you
that.
Pelicans, those things are awesome. I really like them. It gets that feel from Warzone. I think that in general, the BTB 2.0, they got what they learned from Warzone. They got some things from Big Team Battle and smooshed them all together. Now I have Pelicans. And even though I wanted to see some secondary objectives, I would really, really like it. It looks awesome. It feels like it is going to be something very, very different. And like the fact that you just don't call and say, I want, a Pelican, then you return to base and get it. They just drop off in the middle of the battlefield.
Pelicans are going to be dropping off these vehicles.
Scorpion tank is inbound.
We have Halo 2 style Delta Halo mission weapon pods that fall from the sky to resupply the
those
field.
Things are awesome.
That's where it makes it feel like a real battlefield, and it's very exciting.
This is not just more players. This is just this certain beautiful slice of sci-fi chaos.
Let me say, this new BTB, I think that this is going to be the most popular game mode of Halo Infinite. I think that the best part is that it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be the more casual game mode. This is perfect for you to play with your friends. You can just call some friends. I think it has co-op, right? Yeah, if it has co-op, then just call some friends, play with them, have fun on this BTB. I really hope that the party size expanded, because in Halo MC I think that the maximum is 8. I think maybe 12 when you're playing a free-for-all. But again, this is just on free-for-alls. I really hope you can feel a full party just with players and your friends. Imagine watching a stream with other streamers and just having all those people in there. It would be really, really awesome. Oh, welcome to live stream, guys, who just entered. We're right now just reacting for the first time actually to the multiplayer overview from 243 Halo Infinite. Lyrics.
The announcer is your big gameplay moments, your game modes, just like the way it was before. Personal AI is really a reflection and information for the player.
Personal AI. Designation button.
So if a player grabs a flag, your personal AI is going to tell you to, get that thing back to base and give you some moment-to-moment updates.
Our team took the enemy flag.
What if we can let players choose their own AI and each one of those are different voices?
What? Different. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. I think that my only worry is I love the narrator. That guy I forgot his name. That guy was awesome. I really hope we still hear him. But I like the concept. You have your own Cortana.
So that players can find the one that fits their personality and their mood the best.
They add the sense of me as a Spartan being more important.
You feel like you are Master Chief. You really feel like you're your own customized Master Chief. I think what makes me believe this is only the fact like now have your own Cortana, like your own AI, all those
and
things.
for us in multiplayer, it is really about becoming a Spartan. Your Spartan. You are you. In
Like, this is a cool thing. Because on other Halo games, especially Halo 3, 2, CE, like the normal ones, this felt like, your Spartan is just your vassal to get into the game. But my favorite thing about Rage is that you felt like you were your own Spartan, your own thing. Mostly because you played as your Spartan. You played Noble 6 can be whoever you want. He doesn't have a specific armor. Doesn't, like, this is awesome.
inside of the Halo universe.
The body of customization content that we have on day one.
Wait, so, okay. Whoa. Wait. Can you customize your gloves? Your gloves? What level of customization is this? Okay, wow.
Ensures that there will be millions of customization combinations for Spartans on the battlefield.
Cool.
That includes things like armor coatings, armor emblems, various armor effects, down to the individual armor pieces.
I like
so your
this. I don't
shoulders,
know.
your gloves, your knee
Oh, wait.
effects.
I think that this
down to
orange
the
Spartan, I don't know why, but it feels like it has a different texture to it and more cartoonish. I'm not saying that it's worse, but I like it. Different
individual
styles.
armor pieces. So your shoulders, your gloves, your knee pads, your helmet,
The glove thing is awesome. I may say the glove thing is...
your visor, your helmet
It's cool.
attachments. Then you look at weapons, and we've got a whole slew of
Can you-
customization offerings there.
What? Wait, can you customize-
Vehicles have a huge pool of customizations too. We support customization in the game. Players can do the same thing on HaloWaypoint.com, as well as the Halo Waypoint app.
New Halo
The player
Waypoint
also
now.
customizes
Okay.
the Spartan, the
This is looking sick. This
soldier
looking...
inside the suit. We want the Spartan to represent the player as much as possible. They can change their body type and their voice.
Cool, wait. So can you be literally like George's size, like that scale? If you can, man, this is awesome. That this is like George was cool. George, like, he was a big Spartan guy. Like, I want to play as George.
As well as choose prosthetics for the
Cyberpunk if it was good.
first time.
Coatings offer us a unique opportunity to craft some hyper
This visor is looking sick.
polished looks and let you express yourselves in ways you've never been able to.
This is sleek. Like, this armor right here, beautiful. I really, really liked it.
Before. So we're coming at this from a player-first mentality. So what that means is that there's no random loot in this. There's no loot boxes. It's very important to
No
us
loot boxes,
that everyone understands exactly how they unlock customization content. And we have a variety of places where they can do that. First off is the Battle Pass.
The Halo Battle
Oh, Battle Pass. Okay, Battle Pass. I hope they don't do it like Fortnite style, that you're limited. Because the whole FOMO thing, like, you need to be there if you don't want to lose this new item, like, each season they pass and you can't have it. Like, that was annoying. I love the fact that Halo MC, you can just go there, your own rhythm, like, go there, play the games, have some fun, casually. Let's see how it continues.
Battle Pass will never be taken away from you. And what I mean by that is once you not expire. In futures, you can purchase old Battle Passes
Also, you have to purchase it.
as well as the current Battle Pass and choose which Battle Pass to put you.
But cool, like, if you're a new player, you don't need to be there since the start. I like it because you can just, like, go like, hey, let me see, go there and say, I want this one, I want the other one. I
your
like it.
progression towards.
All of these rewards are single source, so you're never going to be confused about where things come from. If you can unlock something in the Battle Pass, we're not going to let any other players circumvent that by purchasing it out of the storefront.
Wait. So this is saying, like, armor coatings, I don't care, like, do whatever you want with them, but wait, are you saying to me that armor pieces, the real good thing, you can buy them? You may be able to get some of them, but most of them get just through the game, through the season pass. Now, one of the things I will find perfect, imagine if you can't buy armor pieces. You can only get it through the season pass and through challenges. This I would like, especially the challenge part. The challenges, it was simply the best part of the armor customization from Halo 3. You could just go there and do the challenge that you want and get the armor that you want, and the armors like had a meaning behind them. Okay, let's continue.
A lot of our stuff is unlocked through playing the game and only through playing the game. All customization is
Cool.
just cosmetic.
This is awesome.
Every
This is
season will
awesome.
have its own theme and introduce new components, new looks, new gameplay for players, new opportunities to earn and collect cool rewards. We've seen the sound.
This thing was a highlight. This was a highlight. Okay, this is looking sick. This is original and it feels like still a Spartan armor. And I like that they're going wild with it. They're doing styles but cool style, not like Halo 4 like armor. Halo 4 had like the worst armors, really. Halo 5 also had like some very, very bad ones, but really Halo 4 was when I was like, ugh, like this is ugly, man. How will someone wear like that? I forgot the name of some of them that came to Halo 3. They were ugly. They were very, very ugly. And I like that they're making cool things. They're making something that looks cool, not just because, but in one of the Halo lore books, one of the Spartans on the background was using this armor that looked very stupid. Let's add it to the game. Like, they're not doing this. They're adding cool stuff that you want to get. I think that this is going to be the
That's
new
one of our
Hayabusa.
event armor cores, and that's going to be something that players can earn through gameplay for free.
Okay.
With us going
This is
free
a
to
big
play
thing.
for the multiplayer part of the game, like that was a big goal because how do we have a way we can always bring players in, right? And they can, when we have a new update, they'll just dip their toes in if they even just want to see it.
Not only are we free to play, but we're free to play on PC as well as console. And what that
This
means
is very
is
important.
we're able to get the biggest audience we've ever had. I mean, everybody.
This has great potential. Because this is the thing. Halo, in a lot of ways, before it came PC, it was always limited, in my opinion. It was always like, even though Halo 3, it had a lot of people playing it, I still think that the fact it was an Xbox exclusive only, even though the 360 was popular, it was holding the game back. And they really, really felt that, like, especially the game, I think it would have lasted way longer if it also was in PC. On PC especially, there's a very, very big group of people. The difference is that they're very, like, they're not grouped together. For example, if you buy an Xbox, it's very, very probable that you like one of those franchises. Like if you buy a Nintendo console, you probably like the Nintendo games. This is the thing. Like, not specific one, but in general. But PC, like, if you buy PC, like, you can like a million different other franchises. And I like because they have a wider audience. And not only that, but especially free games are very, very big with PC. Because this is the thing. With Xbox, you can just buy Game Pass and have some fun. But with PC, you have to buy them. Or like, you can also have Game Pass, but still, most PC players don't have Game Pass. So, free to play is a very big thing for PC.
Gets to play with no barriers. And even better, your progression carries from one platform to the next.
Getting our game to be on PC and console at the same time is an amazing chance for us to really just kind of excite new players about the game. How can we do things like make cross-play interesting and like even in just customs, being able to just play with your friends. That,
Oh
like,
yeah,
some
it's so awesome just to be like, see people just hanging out, like for sure, like, yo bro, I'm playing here some Halo Infinite, like, just have some fun here in the lunch break, you know, like, that game that no one can play right now and you're the only ones with access to it. Like, let's play it, let's have some fun. Like, this must be awesome work at Fritry. It must be very, very awesome.
people have PCs and some people have consoles, and like let them talk to each other, let them be friends.
Yeah, this is always a big thing with gaming. Like, this is with most franchises. Xbox is one of the first ones, but platforms really separated gamers. Like, if you were a PlayStation gamer, you only played with your friends that had PlayStation. But now, like, if you have a PlayStation, yeah, you only play with your PlayStation friends. Very, very boring. Don't buy a PlayStation, buy an Xbox or a PC. Okay, because if you have a PC, you can play with your PC friends, with your Xbox friends, not with your PlayStation friends, because you're forever alone. And if they bought the PlayStation, man, they just want to be left alone. But again, an Xbox also very awesome, can play with your friends. This is my favorite thing about the new Xbox, the new philosophy of, like, Xbox in general. They want just people to play together, and this is good for the whole gamer community. It makes people less isolated. Like, if you have an Xbox, you can't only play with Xbox people. Now you can also play with PC people. If in the future, even it comes to like Halo MCC, it would be awesome. But I'm very excited also to see how it will be on phones. Halo 1 phones. I know, very, very novel concept. Especially Halo Infinite. Imagine if you can just like be playing here on your Xbox at your home, having fun. Then you go, I don't know, to school. And if you have a good internet connection, hope you have one, Yeah, not everyone has, but if you have very good internet connection, imagine a future where 5G is possible, everyone can use it. Imagine just going there casually and play Halo Infinite on the bus to school. This would be awesome. This would be cool. Academy.
Why are you here?
To be a Spartan.
The Academy is a place that you can go within MP to kind of onboard into the experience. It's great for newer players who are
This
still
is very
picking up
good
the
for new
controls, and
players.
also people who want to warm up before they head into matchmaking.
This is also big because one thing, this will increase the competitiveness of the game, I think, in a healthy level. Because this is the thing, Fortnite, for example, I know that not a lot of people like Fortnite, but let's use it as an example. It has the creative game mode. I think that this is the name. The playground mode, I forgot the name. Like, where you can just play by yourself or with your friends, or even like with bots now, I think. And this was a very big thing that made the game go like for pro players. It created a very, very good competitive thing, but the difference is simply they didn't knew how to balance the competitiveness and the casual players. So either you go sweaty on Fortnite and waste your time, because let's be honest, Fortnite's not that good really, especially anymore after the recent updates. Or you just stop playing because you'll just keep losing because everyone's sweaty at this point, people who still play the game. So this is good. I think this is going to be very healthy. And the whole thing of training, it makes the whole experience feel more connected. It doesn't just feel like, yep, I'm just going to match, whatever. Like, it really feels like you are a Spartan, you're trained there, you finish your match, you can go there, train some more, go to your next, like, sparring session. Like, this is cool. This is very, very cool. Especially the BTB 2.0 will be very important for maintaining the casual side of the game.
It's a series of experiences, both a tutorial to get started for the first time,
Tutorial is
weapon drills
important,
to
really.
practice with specific items,
This practice with items is important.
and also training mode that you can use to just
are
get
those
warm,
bots?
explore the game as you want
I think
to.
they're bots.
For players who are new to Halo, let's help them learn what this universe is about.
And this is also very important because there's a lot of gatekeepers out there, and this is really, really bad for the franchise. I never understood those gatekeepers, the people that are like, if you like Halo 4, you're not a Halo fan. The only Halo fans are the ones who play Halo 3 or that play Halo C at launch. Ha 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 ha, I'm helping the franchise. Like, those people are just making the community worse. Plus, we need new players. Some people may not understand this, but Halo franchise needs new players, and I think it's very, very good for the whole franchise itself. But you have new players coming in, and this is very good because now new people will not get that intimidated. Because, for example, Halo 5 has a big problem with it. But if you had right now Halo 5, you never played the game before, from France side, it's cool. You'll get destroyed, and I don't think you're going to be able to improve at time before Halo Infinite launches. But still, you'll get destroyed. And if you are there, all happy, and you start playing Halo 5, imagine your first 10 matches. You get wrecked by the pro players. People are playing that, like, I know, since they were born, it seems. You won't play the game again. And boom, you just lost one person that could become in the future a Halo fan. So this is very important. People now can train. People now can improve. It's going to be very awesome.
Some of these characters, what are they about? And help them kind of know the vocabulary that people have been speaking for now
This will be
almost
very
20 years,
good
so that
for
when they come in there, they
increasing
don't feel like they're
community
behind everyone
size.
else. They can kind of come in on an even footing.
I don't know why, but this brought me a lot of Overwatch vibes. I know that the game at this point, it's basically dead. It's not that popular, really. But still, this brought me a lot of Overwatch vibes, really. Like, people, I don't know, just the way that things are structured with advanced things, but at the same time, not everything like as advanced. It still feels like you are in a place that was once a city, like that one that
I mean,
feels
I'm
like a
super
remake
jazzed
from
about
a Halo
bots.
2
I
map.
think they're awesome. Our goal with bots has been to
Bots, great.
have a variety of difficult.
Wait.
Our
Let's
goal-
just look here. You can choose his primary, secondary weapon, so he will be able to chain weapons, grenades, cool, equipment. Wow, this is cool. Friendly bots, enemy bots. Bot difficulty. This will be awesome to see how they will improve. Imagine if they have some sort of AI, those bots that they're introducing, and like they like improve as you play, and like this would be cool for like pro players who's training the game. This is going really to improve all aspects. The casual side, more new players will be starting to play the game, and also for the competitive side, because now more people can if they want, go pro. Really, like, become good players at a game. And just
With
have some
bots has
fun.
been to have a variety of difficulties that kind of provide a good training partner for wherever you're at in the experience.
Now you won't need, to find, 4 friends for each play in customs. You can just, be forever alone and play with bots. Ooh. Okay, let's continue.
Partnering with our players on the road to launch and after launch is absolutely critical, right?
I mean, Halo's always been about the community conversation.
Joseph Staten. Wait,
Absolutely
Joseph
critical,
Staten.
right?
I mean, Halo.
Joseph Staten, this guy's a legend. He's been with Halo, like, ever since I think that Halo C or Halo 2. This guy, like, this was one of the best decisions 243 ever made. Is getting Joe Staten back. Because this guy understands what made Halo great. I'm not saying that 243 doesn't, but this guy can give them guidance for them to understand what they're doing, what they can do better. Because this guy understands what made classic Halo so popular, what made Halo 3 so popular, what made Halo 2, in my opinion, the best competitive game, like one of the best ever. And this guy understands it. And also because it gives us, like, more trust, because we know who Joe Staten is. Like, even though 243 is cool and all, we don't know a lot of people other than Bonnie Ross, maybe some other guys, but mostly from the Halo thing, we don't know a lot of people. But we know Joseph Staten. We know Bonnie Ross also, but we know a lot of people know who Joseph Staten is for a long time. And this guy, it passes more, like, I don't know, people who are old members of the franchise may even start playing the game again because Joseph Staten, that guy he was very awesome.
Halo's always been about the community conversation.
We want to make sure we hear our players, make changes where we can
this
based
is
on that
important.
feedback.
Because this is one of the biggest things that K3 got right with Halo 5. They really improved the game, but again, they needed to improve the game. The game was had almost nothing to do with Halo 5, but it's really important. This with Halo MC, it was a highlight really, because they were improving the game. They were getting those, 10-year-old games, those old-ass games that, even those people still played it, were old, didn't have any content, and just kept improving them. New cosmetics with no microtransactions. This was very awesome. Because I understand Halo Infinite, new thing, new game. But with the old ones, I'm happy they didn't put microtransactions or something with old games. And not only that, but especially I think that this happened with Halo 3. Halo 3 basically received new content, like new maps. And Halo 3 this year received more content than Halo 5 received in the last 2 years. Okay, yeah, let's continue.
Make sure the game is ready for launch, and then even beyond launch.
What I'm genuinely excited about is taking the game out of our hands and putting it into the community's hands.
Yeah, this is
whether it's seeing what people make in Forge or the content that they're able to create with theater, watching streamers go after the game.
I really hope, imagine if on Halo Waypoint or something like that, 243 makes something like the highlight Forge map for you to play on custom games. This would be awesome, especially if they had also a custom game browser. But being honest, I don't think Halo Infinite will launch with one. I think that now they're focusing on the three main things: campaign, BTB, and the arena multiplayer. They aren't focusing right now on the custom game browser. I really hope they do, because I'm very excited to see what we'll be able to do with Halo Infinite Forge. People did a lot of cool things recently with Halo 5's Forge, and that game is old. That game is so old. But still, they found new ways. But now with Halo Infinite, imagine if Infinite Forge just make an even better Halo Battle Royale than it was before with, for example, Halo 5, but with Halo Infinite. This is the thing. This is very awesome.
To get involved, you go to haloinsider.com, put in your info with your gamer tag, and we should be able to reach out to you if we want to invite you to a Halo Infinite flight.
And this is very, very big. I was sort of right with my predictions, because this is just one day late after the E3 demo, but this thing, I really feel like they should have put this on the E3 presentation. Make it longer, because Halo is a big franchise. Even though right now it isn't the biggest franchise that Microsoft has, because now they have Bethesda that is very, very big as Xbox Studios. And in general, Doom, Elder Scrolls, all those franchises are bigger than Halo, at least right now. So I understand, but they should have put all of this also in the E3 demo.
We feel like we've got
this year, the E3 multiplayer
a
review.
pretty good selection at launch and what's going to be there for our fans. And this isn't going to be something that is just a static set of items. We have some new stuff in the works already, and just can't wait to really get into that as
Battle
soon as
Rifle
this game
Diamond
comes
is
out.
still getting accustomed to it. I know, I just think that this thing right here, you're seeing this? This thing, it's too big. I don't know, the view model, I'm not sure, but still, I think it looks way better than Halo 5's BR. That was generic, very, very generic.
Just can't wait to really get into that as soon as this game comes out.
New maps, new modes, new ways to customize your Spartan. Launch is just the beginning. Now we're just going to be able to talk, interact more frequently, and that's just going to be great. That is the future of Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Thank you to the community for all their feedback over the years so far, and I'm looking forward to the road to launch itself, and beyond.
This is important. This is what Halo needs. A new and modern Halo game that learns from the past, and so it doesn't make the same mistakes again. It gets a good thing from Halo 3, Halo 2, Halo C, the classic Halo games, but at the same time moves forward. I love the new design, especially for the maps. I think that, wait, which map it is? Like, I loved it. It looks like an urban area. Yeah, this thing right here. This
Exciting
one,
combination.
I loved it. It gave me Overwatch vibes. I don't know why. But again,
Great with theater, watching
very, very cool thing. Very excited to see what's next for Halo. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. Give a like, share, and subscribe for new, because it always helps a lot the channel. And see you in the next video. / live stream. See you in the next video.